Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to my weekly broadcast, Wednesday Whispers. This is Alison Boychuk, psychic medium. I hope you're all doing fantastic tonight. I'm just going to give a few minutes here, wait for a few people to pop on before I get rolling with tonight's broadcast. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you are enjoying this nice weather we're having for the beginning of October. Um, about a week and a half ago or so, I was in Fisher Branch. I did a day, excuse me, 2 days of private one-on-one sessions. And I just wanted to announce thank you so much, Fisher Branch, for having me. It was really, I had some really great sessions, and I very much look forward to going there again in the future. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Lori. Pam, Elton. Hello, Stacy. Melinda, good evening to you all. Thank you so much for being here with me this evening. One other thing, though, I do want to talk about real quick on my broadcast before I get rolling. October the 3rd is the 14th annual For the Love of Sport speakeasy event hosted by Kingsport West. Okay. This event is a Roaring Twenties theme, casino night, raffle, prizes, 50-50, specialty cocktails, appetizers, and a themed photo shoot or excuse me, photo booth. My apologies. This is going to be an absolute wonderful event. Kids Sport believes no child should be left on the sidelines. Every child deserves the opportunity to experience the positive benefits of organized sports. Kids Sport removes financial barriers to sports participation by providing support to children in need. For this event, Whispering Angels has indeed um, donated a gift basket for this wonderful event coming up on October 3rd, which is in this basket is including a 1 hour private session with myself and my team of beautiful angels. If you would like to know some more details about this wonderful, exciting event, check out the Kids Sport West region Facebook page. All right. So that hopefully will be a wonderful success for them. And I look forward to seeing who wins my 1 hour session. All right. So, yes, thank you all for being here with me tonight. Hi, everybody. Valerie, Kelly, Glenn. Hello. Thank you all so much for being here with me tonight. Norma, hello. Rox, it's a pleasure to see you all on tonight. Jennifer, Janet, Echo. Hi, Jamie. Um, oh, you are most welcome, Jamie. I was very honored when I was asked for a donation for that wonderful wonderful charity. All right. So, good evening, Bernice. Nice to see you on tonight. Hello, Christine, Nicole. Good evening. Hi, Jen. All right, I definitely have enough to get rolling on tonight's broadcast. All right. As you all know, but if there's any of you newcomers watching tonight, I just want to make it very clear that if you feel indeed that I am connected with your loved one, as soon as you think so, if you could write a comment, and if someone has already spoken for that loved one, but you feel, you know what, that sounds a lot like my loved one as well, please speak up and say something because it is extremely important that I give the messages to the right person. All right. So yes, if you could write a comment as soon as you feel indeed that this loved one is a loved one of yours. All right. Okay. I'm just going to take a few seconds, everybody, and I am going to get rolling. Okay. All right. The very first loved one that I would love to bring forward. for you lovely, lovely people who watch my broadcast often know that I talk about how I reflect before every Wednesday Whispers. I reflect before every event, before every private session. I reflect, and I definitely also I say a prayer, and I'm asking for help and guidance to help you. And often when I'm doing this and when I'm reflecting is when the loved ones start coming and I start feeling certain things. And I want to talk about how I was like, I was really feeling a deep sadness. Okay, really really wanted to cry as I was reflecting, and I knew that that wasn't my own emotion whatsoever, that I was feeling the emotion of a loved one. All right. And I want to talk about that first. I very much can feel him. This is a male. And I want to talk about how I believe he is no longer here because of a suicide or possibly a drug overdose, something of that nature. He definitely has done something that you know, or didn't take care of himself, and that is why he is no longer here. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I just want to burst into tears, and so that tells me, that's just a little bit of how they were feeling, and I think that's the symbolism about that of why that occurs to me. And so I just want to reiterate that it's really about I think this is a suicide. I'm really feeling that sadness. Okay. Um, Yeah. Okay. So as a young man, what do I mean by that? Okay. It appears to me that this young man was in his 20s. Okay. He has decided to show me a little bit. I would say he's, of average height. Okay. Um, this is not a tall guy. Like I said, average. I don't know, 5'9" maybe. Um, 5'8" maybe, somewhere in there. Okay. Um, all right. Something that is important, he has chosen to show me, is how he's with a female. That's very important. When he passed, he talks about how he joined a female in heaven. Okay. Um, this is such, he was, he had such a sadness about him. Again, I just want to cry. I want to cry. And I don't think it was really that unknown to people in a sense of the struggles he was going through in his life prior to his suicide. Okay, that's kind of how he's making me feel. Okay. Um, again, but he has this great big smile on his face, and he joined this female. Okay, I need to talk about that. Does he? Oh my goodness. Okay. Um, he just wrote me mom. He told me that he joined his mom. Wow. He wrote MOM. Okay. This wonderful young man. Okay. I just need to make it very clear. His smile. There was nothing that anybody could have done to make his situation better. He was in a real, real, real bad state of depression. Okay. Johanna, would it be his mom? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. It could be your cousin Clayton. All right, Johanna. I will keep on moving forward and you let me know. Okay. It's really interesting, Johanna. I want to say he made me feel very much to say to you that this means something to you, that maybe you guys had this discussion or something like this. It's like you told me you wrote that he is your cousin, but I want to say he wrote me brother. It's like you guys were that close. He felt like a brother to you. You think about him all the time. He's a very important guy. He was a huge part of your life, and you miss him so much. And he just wrote brother, brother. You know, that you guys had such a close relationship like that. Okay. Um, Really interesting. He's showing me music notes. Now, I don't know if that means the love of music. Um, hmm, hmm, I'm just not sure. Um, excuse me. Okay. Hmm. All right, Johanna, I'm so glad that's making sense to you. Absolutely. Okay. And I want to talk about interesting. He just shows me the leaves falling, and I understand. Um, she named her child after him. Wonderful. Right. Okay, Betty. Thank you for explaining that. Um, he shows me that the leaves falling. He's really, and I know that's what's going on right now. I get that. But he wants to talk about this time of year with you. Okay, Johanna. I just need to say that. Um, hmm, it's like it's yours or his favorite season. Okay. Um, all he wanted was to be with his mom that died. Oh, he was like your brother. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You were very close. Yeah. hmm Wow, you knew. Yeah, and it's interesting, and I'm so sorry that you did know that, and he very much made me feel that this was not really as hard as it was for that to happen, like, the grief of losing him. Like I said, that this was like a brother to you. He really wants to, to talk about the closeness that you guys have, and he stays with you a lot. And I need to make that really, really, really clear to you, Johanna. He stays with you a lot, okay? Um, he is with you, and and I was saying really briefly about the autumn season, about fall and loving it. Oh, Halloween, there we go. Okay. He just showed me all this Halloween stuff. You must love Halloween or something like that, or he does, one of the two. um, and he's right there with you. And all of a sudden, when I said he was right there with you, he shows me you guys jumping on bales. Okay, I just need to say that to you. Jumping on, it looks like you're jumping from one round bale to the next. I don't know if that's a memory when you were kids, or I'm not sure. He's showing that to me. Okay, and so just I didn't even need to move on, Johanna, but I just need to say that he's very much with you. He's with you a lot. Okay, um, he just wants me to make that very, very clear to you. He loves you very, very much. All right. So thank you so much for giving me that wonderful opportunity to connect with him tonight. Okay. The next loved one that I would love to bring forward. Okay. Oof, I have an elderly lady here. Okay. She is as sweet as they come. Okay. I need to say that. What my goodness. Um, her tone, just the way she speaks, just very gentle, very kind, very, would have taken her incredible lot to raise her voice at somebody. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, I need to talk about this this extremely, extremely beautiful, beautiful lady. Um, it look. She shows me her passing to be looks like in her 80s, her late 80s, I think, somewhere something like that. She passed in her 80s is what it looks like. Um, she talks about, I don't know what this is. She's putting buttons on a sweater. She's sewing buttons on a sweater for some reason. Okay. Um, and this sweater is like it has buttons. It's a light, looks like a light yellow color. Okay. Um, she's so kind. Okay. She shows me this beautiful Bible. Okay. That's symbolic. Okay. I talk about that sometimes. She's showing me a Bible, showing me that she is in heaven. She had a belief. She believed she had a faith in God, and she's exactly where you think she would be. As I say that, she shows me that she is with her beautiful husband, the love between the two of them. Okay. As I said that, I could see quite a height difference between the two of them. Okay. He's looks like he's quite a bit taller than she is. Okay. Um, I have to be honest, she comes across as a little bit of a pleasantly plump lady. Okay. And he's tall and on the slimmer side. But they loved each other so much. Ah, and I'm supposed to talk about how they're dancing. They're dancing again. They have been married forever. Okay. They married young kind of thing, and they were together until till their dying day. And now they are very much together in heaven. This wonderful lady. Um, I've asked her how come she is no longer here. I'm not too sure what this yellow sweater was all about, but I want to talk about. There was some. She draws me question marks, and that's symbolic. Also, that's usually me trying to talk to me about Alzheimer's or dementia, being forgetful, and why the question marks. Okay, that their mind was kind of like a question mark in a sense. Okay. Um, so I truly believe that that's what she's trying to get across to me is that there was dementia or Alzheimer's here. Okay, this wonderful lady. Um, she all of a sudden showed me a bunch of like prescription pills, and shows me how she's like shaking her head. No, she did not like to take her pills. Okay, um, so I just need to say that this wonderful lady. Um, Again, she looks no. Okay, as I spoke earlier um, about, it looks like she's trying to express to me around the age of 88, I think is what she's trying to tell me. And all of a sudden I can see and smell, that looks like ginger snaps. Okay. This must be something that she liked to make. They were so good. Okay. She just made the perfect soft ones. Okay. Is what I'm supposed to say about that. This absolutely beautiful, beautiful lady. Okay. Um, Hi, Tekla. Hi, thank you for being here. Okay. Um, hmm. Nicole. Wow. Okay. Sounds like your grandma always hid her pills in her table napkin holder. That's funny. That would make sense. So yeah, absolutely. Okay. Okay, Nicole. I'm gonna keep on rolling, and you let me know. Um, hmm. I'm not sure what this is, Nicole. When I made that connection with you, I want to talk about she's flipping through magazines. I don't know what that's about, but it kind of looks like a Sears catalog or something. I don't know, Sears is Sears even a thing anymore? I didn't don't think so. But anyways, so this must be like an old memory. Something about it's the Sears catalog. Okay. Um, I, I just want to talk again real quick about how like oh, and now she wants me to talk about enjoying a hot cup of tea. Okay, an absolute lovely hot cup of tea. Okay, she's so sweet and she's so gentle. Okay, um, I truly can see how she is with who Nicole, who'd be your grandfather. Okay, she wants me to talk about that. They love each other so much. Okay, and as a, and there's a she shows me when I said your grandfather, the next I could see was a jigsaw puzzle. So I don't know if it's her or him, but one of them really enjoying jigsaw puzzles. Okay, um, and this lovely, wonderful lady. Oh, and interestingly, she shows me a brooch. brooch on her sweater. Yes, on her sweater. Okay. Um, there's one in particular, and it's like it was important to her. It was maybe it's like a gift or something like that. Nicole, she's showing me this beautiful brooch. Okay, and she thought it was important to her. Okay. Um, and next, I want to talk about. She's showing me these candies in a candy dish, and these candies have a clear wrapper. I can see them very, very clearly, and they look like they would probably be like butterscotch or something like that. But the wrapper is clear. Okay, um, she's showing me these candies. Okay, she's smiling from ear to ear. She is in such a good, happy place. Okay, okay. But not some of the stuff. Okay, Nicole. Um, again, she wants me to talk about real quick, right as you read that, or excuse me, as I read what you wrote. She wants me to talk about her garden. Um, hmm, okay. um, and it looks like, in particular, wanting me to talk about what looks like beet leaves. Okay. So I have no idea if that's for beatniks or what the situation is, but she's showing me that greenery. It looks like the beet leaves. Okay. So I just want to say that to you also, Nicole. All right. But again, what's really important here is the love between the two of them and how happy they are and content they are with each other. Okay. Um, so just know that. Okay. Um, so thank you so much. All right. The next one that I'd love to bring forward is I have, as you know, my viewers who watch often know this doesn't come through quite all that often, but tonight I want to connect with this beautiful small dog. Okay, this beautiful small dog. Okay, um, this dog. Oh, there we go. I could see my own dog for a second. That's because the joke, is it's a joke, but it's true. Is I don't know my breeds very well, and my dog is a Shih Tzu, and so I want to talk about this dog that I think this dog is either Shih Tzu or Maltese, okay, or maybe both. Okay, and this beautiful little dog is white. Okay, um, this beautiful little dog wants me to talk about the absolutely wonderful life that she had. Okay, um, I said she, it must be a girl. Okay, this beautiful dog. This dog had absolutely so much energy. Okay? This dog had such a good life. Uh, but at the same time, as I said, could run and like zoom back and forth really fast and stuff like that. But I want to say really enjoyed being cuddled too. Okay. Um, hmm. This beautiful dog did not mind. It looks like being bathed. Actually, I think is what this beautiful dog is showing me. Okay. Um, aw, and has this really cute little urn. Okay. This really cute little urn. Aw. This dog really wants me to talk about the wonderful life that you gave her. Okay. Um, aw. Hmm. And what happens to dogs, what happens to cats, what happens to our animals that we love. They definitely are in eternal life as well. Um, this dog, though, I want to talk about real quick before I move on. Um, oh, maybe Skittles. Okay, Melissa. Um, this beautiful dog shows me I want to talk about the hard decision of putting it down. Okay. I was a it being a really really hard decision. Okay. Um, and with that said, um, you gave her the best, the absolute best life. Okay. Um, she just showed me as I said that. That she was getting older. She didn't live have a short life. Okay, and that's all I can. That's all your beautiful dog is really wanting to tell me is to thank you for the. When Chantel says sounds like maybe my dog while I was growing up. Okay, Chantel. Um, I'm asking to give me something that one of you is like yes, and the other one of you is no. Okay. Um, I need to say that this beautiful dog had a tag that's the shape of a heart. Okay, that's what that's what this dog has shown me. Okay, and I can it's like I can feel her fur and it's so soft. Okay, um, okay. Tag was a heart. All right, Melissa, absolutely. Okay, all right, yes, yeah. Uh, So just know, Melissa, that your beautiful dog is doing very well. Loves you very, very much. You gave her such a beautiful, beautiful life. All right, Melissa. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me that opportunity to connect with her tonight. Okay. All right. The next loved one. You're most welcome. Okay. The next loved one that I would love to bring forward for you guys. Okay. I have this older gentleman. Okay. First thing he has chosen to show me is that he was a smoker. Okay, I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to just assume that that's why he's no longer here. It could be, but uh, that's just what he chose to show me. Okay, he's holding on to a cigarette. Um, Oh, interesting. He just showed me that he's around because it's like you can smell. It's like someone lit a cigarette around you and nobody did, type of thing that you can smell the cigarette smoke. Okay, I need to talk about that. He shows up to me. This wonderful guy. He's appearing to me to be a bit on the tall side. He's thinner. Okay. Oh yes, and now he shows me there was definitely some breathing issues here. Again, I'm not 100% sure if that's exactly what took him, but it was definitely contributing to his health. Okay, him being a smoker. Okay, um, he lets me know. Hmm, it's interesting. Um, he's giving me the number two, and I want to talk about it. I'm asking why are you showing that to me? I think he's trying to show me that he has two children. Okay. Yes, as soon as I said that, yes, I can see a boy and a girl. Okay, he's got two children, a daughter and a son. Okay. Hmm. He wants me to talk about how hmm, his kids were his everything. Okay. He does have apologies though, and that's interesting. He's coming out with that really quick, very fast. Okay. Um, that you may not have always thought that. Not saying that you didn't think he was a good dad. I don't mean it like that. But there was definitely, he's just talking about his faults as a dad. Okay. And he's very much, uh, and I want to talk about, he shows me being a handy guy, kind of a, you know, with tools, that kind of thing. Kind of a, but not really sure. Like it feels like he's trying to express to me he's a bit of a jack of all trades kind of guy. He's kind of dipped his hand in a few different things doing and but really like to like something like doing renos or that kind of thing. Um, Fixing things around the house or something like that. Okay. Um, uh, Next thing I want to talk about is, interestingly, he shows me what looks like a really delicious, thicker pizza. Okay. Um, hmm, I don't know why. Hmm, okay. This wonderful man. It's interesting. I want to talk about how it's like I know I talked about the cigarette smoke. Hmm, I want to talk about it's like I can smell his cologne too, though. Hmm. Um, Maybe my dad, Tracy. Okay. And as soon as I read your name, Tracy, I want to say that he showed me really quickly a couple things. Um, I don't know what this is. He shows me how you're not. Mm, he's showing me what looks like you not being into Christmas anymore. Okay. Something like that. All of a sudden, you could show me a Christmas tree, and you're for whatever reason your heart's not in it. Okay. I don't know what that's about. Um, hmm, okay. And he wrote me stress, like you're so stressed. Okay. Hope that's okay to say that on here. You're dealing with a lot. Okay. Um, hmm. And I don't know what this is about, Tracy, but he talks to me about it's like I could feel that like the inside of your house is cold. I don't know what that's about. I really hope like there's nothing wrong with your furnace or anything like that. Like there's like a draft or something. Um, hmm. I'm not sure what that. I'm really not too sure what that's about, Tracy. But it's like I could feel this kind of. Yeah, it's like he's trying to say that to me. All right. So just know that, and then your wonderful dad. Sorry, I was just watching him. Um, oh no way! Oh no way! That makes so much more sense. We used to do some massive Christmas displays, and I haven't done one since he passed. Aw. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That was just, just a little bit of a, that's an affirmation, something like, um, to know that it's him. Okay. Um, yeah, absolutely. Closet is drafty and the stairs freeze up. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. And what I spoke of earlier of him being kind of uh, being a handyman, and he's like telling you to get that fixed. Okay. If he was here, he'd help you. Okay. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Tracy. It's okay. It really is. Okay. I knew exactly what you were trying to say. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, he's just letting you know that um, he would, be there and he'd be helping you with that. Okay. And so just remember that. Okay. He loves you so much. All right. He thanks you. Before I move on, I need to tell you that he thanks you. Okay. Um, It's like without you, things would fall apart. Okay, and I don't need to go into much detail, Tracy, but you know exactly what I'm talking about, because that's exactly how he's presenting that to me. Um, you're kind of the glue here. You're the one that's got your head on. Okay. Um, sorry. Anyways, um, so yes, that's um, and I want to talk about. He wants me to. It's interesting. He's pointing at, and he's going like this. He's pointing at his his plaid shirt. Okay. I don't know if that's just because he wore one all the time or what his deal is, or if you have one, or I don't know. I don't know, Tracy, but he's going like this. Okay. And he wants me to talk about his plaid shirt, looks like. Okay. Um, he wants me to talk about somebody's had a stroke here. I don't know who that is. Okay. Oh, yeah. You smelled cigarettes on Saturday. No way. No way. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Absolutely. Okay. That was definitely your dad. Okay. Just letting you know that he's with you. Okay. Again, stress. You've been through a lot. Okay. Um, but he wants me to tell you to keep your chin up and then one foot in front of the other. You're doing he's like, she's doing a damn good job. Okay. Um, he's super, super proud of you. You just keep rolling and then everything's going to work itself out. All right, Tracy. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to connect with your wonderful, wonderful dad tonight. Okay. Hmm. The very next loved one I'd love to bring forward is, someone is coming in here really, really strong, and I need to talk about, I don't know what this is, but I need to talk about like hair cutting scissors. I'm seeing the cape, like that, to getting your hair cut. I'm not sure if that's, okay, hold on. I don't know if someone's a hairdresser here. Possibly. I can see all that. Uh, hmm, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, Tracy. Again, I'm really glad that all made sense. Okay. But anyways, going back to this, I have a gentleman here. Okay. But I don't know. He's showing me like hair stuff, um, mousse, scissors, the cape thing. Um, yeah. Yeah. This wonderful dad. He just, and I know that because he wrote DAD, dad. This wonderful dad is trying to connect with someone. It's like, again, I don't know if you're a hairdresser, what the situation is here. Um, I don't know. Okay. But I feel his personality. Okay. And there is a friendship here. So I want to talk about you guys being really, really close. Okay. That's beautiful. Okay. You're most welcome, Tracy. Most welcome. this this wonderful man. He has quite the personality. It's like you'd laugh with him so much. He was so fun to be around. Um, and I want to talk about this dad, and eating meat. He's eating popcorn. He's showing that to me. Enjoying like sitting, vegging out, watching a movie or something like that, and eating popcorn. Okay. He's showing that to me. This wonderful dad. Okay. Um, he's showing me that he's wearing a black, it looks like a leather jacket. Okay. Um, hmm. and he's definitely, his personality, he was just really, really great, really, really great. He unfortunately shows me that he has left his wife is still here. Um, mm, I've asked him, how come he's no longer here, and he just does like he doesn't want to talk about it. It's interesting, but he doesn't. Okay. Um, he's just let me know that you have some of his clothes, and it feels like t-shirts in particular, okay? And wearing them like kind of like to bed, like a pajama type of thing. Okay. Um, he was quite the character. Like I said, I can feel his personality so clearly. Um, really fun to be around. Okay. His passing, I know, is very quick. He shows me here gone. Okay. Oh, an absolute shock, to his family, to his friends. That's really too bad. Okay? Um, but he just wants everybody to know that he's smiling brightly, and his eternal life is completely peaceful, and he's doing very, very well. Okay? He wants me to talk about how he is with his mother. I can say that. He shows that to me. I can feel that generation above him. I can feel the bond, the love like a mother. Okay? I can feel that very much, and he's just trying to express that he is definitely with his mom. Okay? And he just wants everyone to know that he's doing extremely well. Okay? All right. All right. The next loved one that I would love to bring forward here is I have a wonderful lady here. Very hardworking, very, um, I see her, all her cooking, all her baking, especially cooking though, I think, in particular. Okay. Um, I want to talk about, you know, not a lot of money, but a lot of love. Okay. I just say that. This wonderful lady, um, I want to talk about she being very proud of where she came from. Okay, very proud of her roots. All right, very proud. Okay, she for some reason shows me this big bag of flour. Okay, I know I talked about baking and cooking and that, but for some reason, what she could do with a bag of flour. Okay, um, it's like if you had flour, no one's going to go hungry here. Okay, um, it's kind of how she's making me feel. All right. The next thing she's moved on to is showing me what looks like bingo dabbers. Okay, I think she may have enjoyed playing, or maybe you enjoy playing. One of the two here. Okay, um, I asked her how come she's no longer here. I think she's expressing to me that there was some heart issues here, possibly diabetic, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Possibly, but I'm definitely feeling the heart issues. Okay. Um, I want to talk about. She's showing herself. It looks like she passed in her 80s. That's how she's like, early 80s, maybe late 70s actually. Okay, late 70s. Yeah. Okay, somewhere in there, late 70s, early 80s. Um, again, in a very kind way. Not a lot of money, but a lot of love. Okay, she wants me to talk about that there was. It feels like there's a pretty big family here. Okay? What's pretty big, I don't know. All right. Um, Lynn, my mom, maybe. Okay. Could be Lynn. Let me carry on, and you let me know. Okay. Um, as I know, I just have to say this, Lynn. And that, so this might mean something to you. I don't know. But I need to talk about peanut butter cookies. Okay. Peanut butter cookies. And yeah, she loved bingo. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Again, something to do with her heart. Okay, she's very much letting me know that. And I just need to talk about her personality. She was very much, yeah, all the time. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I need to talk about her personality though. She she was very much a lady who you anyone could talk to her. Very non-judgmental, and that you'll understand what I mean by that. Okay, um, very open to talk to anybody, rich, poor, middle class, doesn't matter. Just a wonderful lady, and very non-judgmental. Would be friends with anybody type of lady. Okay. Um, I don't know exactly who this is, Lynn, but I want to talk about she's really focusing to me on which feels like a grandchild of hers, or maybe a great grandchild of hers. I need to talk about a boy here, okay? She's really really wants me to say something. I just give me a minute and I will figure out what she's trying to express. She's just showing some, maybe a little bit of concern of some, I don't want to say bad behavior, but I just want to say there's a boy here who is causing what feels like maybe causing some stress in your family. It feels like, okay. And again, it could be, her great grandchild or grandchild, one of the two here, okay. Um, and that's just her way of letting you know that she's with you, she's around you. She lets me know to share with you, and you know this, that she has left you dimes. Okay, your beautiful mother has done that. Okay, um, yeah, absolutely. Okay. She has very much been trying to show you that she's been with you. Okay. Um, she wants me to talk to you about doing some baking. And it's really interesting when she brings it up, and she's showing me like a loaf, and I'm not too sure if this is a. Hmm. First, I was going to say banana loaf. Um, yep, all the time you found them. Absolutely. I was going to say banana loaf, but no, no. She focused my eyes more clearly. I think it's to say something to you about like some kind of like, I don't know, lemon poppy seed loaf or cake or something like that. Okay. Um, and it's like she's telling you to make one or something. Okay, I just need to tell you that. Before I move on, Lynn, I just want to tell you that I can hear a clink of a beer. Beer bottles are clinking like cheers. Okay, I just need to say that to you. There's I don't know who that is. That's what made puff wheat cake. Oh, okay, all right. Um, and interestingly, talking about baking. Oh, that's your brother. Oh, the clinking of the beer bottles. Oh, wonderful. Um, your mom, your mom and your brother are very, very much together. Okay, that's the point. And he's just, sneaking in for a quick second to say hello to you. Okay, you're getting a two-in-one deal here. He's kind of laughing like yeah, yeah, like he wouldn't have your mom talk without him coming to say hi. You two are really, really close. All right, and you two are very, very close. He shows me. Brother and sister, but really and truly a lot like best friends. Okay? Your life has not really been the same without him, and he just showed me you in tears. I could see crying, and just that how much you miss him. But just know that it's really interesting. He wants me to talk about no regrets, whatever that's about, Lynn. Your brother talks about no regrets. He had a great life. Okay? He uh, he lived it to the fullest, is how he's showing it. Okay? And he really, really has no regrets. Okay? His heaven is so peaceful, so blissful, so beautiful. Okay? And he's just chilling and relaxing. Okay? Um, and as I say that, I can smell like campfire, and he's just chilling and relaxing. Okay? You'll see him one day. Yeah, of course, yeah, yeah, you miss him absolutely, and he knows that. Okay. Interestingly, I do have to move on, but I want to say real quick that he showed me a bird. I want to say that to you. So just keep that in mind, Lynn. It's like, it feels like an eagle, okay? By what I'm seeing, this bird up in the sky. And just remember that I said that. He wants me to talk to you about eagles, okay? Um, so just remember that, all right? He's very, very, very much around you, okay? Thank you so much, Lynn, for giving me the opportunity to connect with your beautiful, beautiful mother and your wonderful brother. Okay, thank you so very much. All right. All right. The next loved one that I'd love to bring forward is I have a gentleman here. I've asked him how come he is no longer here. Oh, he's such a he's kind of interrupting me. It's cute. He's I need to talk about. It's like he's trying to make me laugh. Okay. You're most welcome, Lynn. Okay? He's trying to make me laugh. And he's really much that's his personality. He doesn't want any sadness here. Okay, this wonderful man. He lived a good life. As I say that, he shows me things. This man was definitely. It looks like he was a farmer. At least until retirement, I can say that. I don't know. Okay, but he shows me that. I can see that. I can feel that about him. This is a man who very much had a farm. Or acreage. He just showed me animals. There's animals here, cows in particular, and I feel like and then there's some few horses here too. It looks like, but I think more cattle. Cattle was a thing, um, and so like lots of people coming to his farm. Okay, um, it, everyone came to him, came to that house, that farmyard. Okay? All the kids, all the grandkids, that kind of thing. Hmm, okay. I've asked him how come he is no longer here. He lets me know. Unfortunately, he had cancer. That's too bad. Okay. Um, but yeah, that's what he's trying to show me. Okay. Um, He wants me to talk about real quick about him. He's playing cards and he's pulling pranks in heaven. Okay. Hmm. And interestingly, I need to talk about what looked like stock cars. I don't know if he enjoyed the stock car races. That could be what that's about. I don't know. Excuse me. All I'm seeing is stock cars. Okay, going around the track. I need to say something that's important here somewhere. I'm not sure. Okay. This wonderful guy. Okay. So far, starting to sound like my grandpa on my mom's side. Tekla, all right. Hey. Uh, he's so humorous, like just, hmm. I know I've said that like 3 times, but I just feel it so strong. Like he does not want anyone to be sad. Okay. Um, Caitlin, maybe my grandpa. All right, ladies, Tekla and Caitlin, I will do my very best and we'll figure this out. All right. Um, I don't know what this is about. I just got this very clear vision of ringing his doorbell. I don't know if that means anything to either one of you. I could see it so clearly, so I had to say it. Okay. Um, somebody has 3 kids here. I'm not sure. Tekla, Caitlin, I don't know. Um, he's showing me it looks like 3 children. Okay. That just give you guys a quick minute here to let me know. Um, this is making sense to either one of you. Grandpa is, yeah. And, I keep talking about his humor. He's cute. Like he's just this cute little man. You know, I feel that. He doesn't look much taller than like I don't know 5'6" maybe. Not definitely not a big man here. He's just cute. Uh, and he's showing me he's wearing a hat. Okay, and I want to feel like he wore that lots. Okay. Okay. The next thing he has chosen to show me is again, I don't know which one of you this is for, but it's like I want to say it's like one of you have dreamt of him lately, something like that. Came to you in a dream. Okay, it's how he's making me feel, or um, in the very near past. Right? It's kind of how it feels. He showed that to me very clearly. You've had a dream about him. Okay. Um, okay, okay, Caitlin. All right. Tekla, I hope this was making sense to you. Um, he wants me to. Sorry, I was just listening and watching him. He wants me to talk about again, three children, three children. Hey, Tekla, if you have three kids, I think that's what he's showing me is three, 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 and he wants me to talk about he's being very different but very smart, but very different from each other. Okay. Um, he wants me to talk about you being feels like spiritual, you being a spiritual person. Okay. Um, Grandpa loves to watch over each and every one of you. Okay. Um, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is a memory or what this is about, but I need to talk about a Rubik's Cube. I don't know why he's showing that to me. Somebody's trying to put a Rubik's Cube together. Okay. Um, I hope, again, like I said, Tekla, that could it mean three siblings? Sure, absolutely, it could. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Um, Absolutely. As I was, uh, hmm, I don't really don't know where he was going with that Rubik's cube, but it was you know very clear, and it's like showing me like someone having a lot of patience till they get that right. Talking about someone having a lot of patience. Okay? Uh, I hope it's okay to say this, but he's like, but you don't have patience, Tekla. I hope that's okay to say because he just showed that to me that's what you just thought when I said that. It's not you. Okay. Um, I don't know why he's just poking fun at you. Okay. Um, he shows me you what feels like you as a little girl, and he wants me to talk about you being very, very needing to know things. Okay. Well, into everything. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I was just making sure I was understanding him right. Um, if you didn't know how something worked, you'd figure it out. Just very, you had to learn. You had to, it's like kind of like borderline nosy. Like you just had to know everything. And shows me that you were a very smart, bright child. Okay? Um, you and him have fond memories. Okay. Um, yeah, Tekla, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. Okay. Um, but just so know, Tekla, that your grandpa, as I said earlier, he's so kind and warm and kind of a bit of a jokester and that's exactly how his eternal life is. Okay, he loves to visit. He's extremely social. Okay, and he loves to watch over you guys. Okay. Hmm. One thing real quick, Techley wants me to talk about you, something about being like, I don't know if you want to make a career change or not sure what you want to do with yourself or something like that. And he just wants me to remind you that he's right there with you. Okay, um, don't be afraid to take chances. That's the really big message here is don't do that. don't be afraid to take chances. He's showing me that something about it really feels like a job, career, something. Take a leap of faith, okay? And he'll be right there with you, Tekla. All right. Thank you so much for giving me the beautiful opportunity to connect with him tonight, Tekla. All right. It was an absolutely incredible Wednesday Whispers. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching tonight's broadcast. I hope you all have a great week. Tyson and I wish nothing but the best for each and every one of you. Until next week, everybody, please